So, in the midst of Trump utterly bitch slapping Zelensky at the White House to the face of the entire world, guess who decides to stick her fucking nose into this in order to distract from her record of failure? Oh, that's right, the governor of my state. Yeah, that's right. I almost forgot because I like to forget that she's even running shit. But then again, she's not running shit, which makes me wonder who the fuck is even running the joint. Nobody with any competence, that's for sure. In this episode of the Massachusetts Report, trust me, there's a lot to talk about. The shit going on with fucking Trump with Zelensky, obviously. I mean, that's the subtopic of this. But the big topic is, of course, Maura Healey wants to fucking stick her nose into this and try to distract, because that way she can try to act like she's the big moral character against big, bad, evil orange man, right? Oh, yeah, Maura Healey, right? Yeah, the same one that's cost Massachusetts jobs, businesses, and everything, yeah, because of her terrible policies and her tax-unfriendly policies. You know, that type of thing. We all know her record, but she wants you to forget her record. She wants to act like her record's pretty good, but it's the complete opposite of her. But it's the complete opposite of Maura Healey's record of failure. So this is what More Tax and Spend had to say. The way Donald Trump and J.D. Vance treated President Zelensky at the White House was shameful, an embarrassment to America on a global stage. Massachusetts will always stand on the side of democracy. We will always stand with our ally, Ukraine. You know who's a big embarrassment here? And trust me, Trump can be, but this is about your record. You know who's an even bigger embarrassment? You know who's an embarrassment to Massachusetts? You are. You almost make me embarrassed to be from this state. And I love this state. I care about this state. That's why I'm so concerned about this, and why I'm so concerned about you, and why I want Massachusetts to be better. And we're better off without you, because we're better off with you, you fucking dumbass, because we're better off without you, Maura. You love shit like this. You love controversies like this so you can distract away from your own record of failure. But everybody knows it. When in the midst of you wanting the sales tax on candy, with you wanting a new tax on prescription medication, which by the way, the media has been undercovering, or they haven't been covering it at all. They've just recently been covering that one about Maura Healey with their prescription tax. You know, they're fucking taxing people to death in this fucking state. You know, that's what she's been doing. Oh, and let's not forget, she wants a tax on fucking cable boxes. This is Maura Healey's latest one. Maura Healey's latest one is the fact that she wants a tax on fucking cable boxes. And guess what? The vast majority of residents in this state say the sentiment around tax increases is not so good. 64% say no to a tax on candy. Should cities and towns be allowed to increase taxes on automobiles, lodging, and motels? 72% say no. The current housing crisis in Massachusetts illustrates the economic pressure facing Bay Staters. Yeah, oh gee, and of course, yeah, that's true. Which has been an ongoing issue. It's been an ongoing issue here and throughout many areas of the country. But of course, Maura Healey's tax policies just make it worse. They make things worse and not better. So she wants to sit here and she wants to try to get you on board with her record of failure. Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit. Record high local taxes on meals, hotels, and motor vehicles, which is vastly disapproved of by the majority of people, including more taxes on candy and cable boxes and prescriptions, so that way you can pay for all your new spending. Gee, I wonder where that money's coming from. I wonder where all the money went for all the other shit. That's why you increase spending at a rate faster than 37 other states. Only 13 other states raised spending the way you did. Maura Healey raised record high local taxes. She's presided over some of the biggest record high local taxes in history. And this clown over here wants you to remember the shit about Trump and about Zelensky, so Maura Healey can stick her nose in a situation where Maura Healey doesn't even have a dog in that fight, and yet she wants to sit here and try to distract away from what she's doing here. It's a fucking joke. That's the problem. She wants you to remember. She wants you to pay more for your taxes and wants you to think about, oh, all the bad, evil Donald Trump stuff and everything else, rather than the stuff that's going on here. Maura Healey should be focusing on governing this state, which she has absolutely fucking destroyed, and she has diminished our good name and undermined us in so many different ways. But no, instead, she wants you to remember the stuff about Ukraine. The stuff with Ukraine has nothing to do with Massachusetts. Why are you getting involved in this? You get involved in this. You're talking about this because you love this type of thing. Maura Healey loves distractions. Maura Healey loves distractions because she wants to distract away from her own. She's unwilling to deal with the economic challenges in Massachusetts, by the way, by and large, what she caused, and is unwilling to defend her record of failure in office. So, yeah, she's too busy worrying about that. She's too busy worrying about stuff with others and everything else so she can distract away from the shit going on here, from the shit that's going on here. Who raised taxes on candy and fucking hotels and all this other nonsense? This is ridiculous. This stuff is absolutely ridiculous. And then people aren't going to stand for it. People aren't going to stand for these tax increases. Just look at the sentiment against it. And not only that, it's taking a toll on you. Maura Healey has a 33% approval rating. The vast majority of people in the state are done with her. Like, people in this state, by and large, are done. No matter what the media tries to tell you, no matter what Maura Healey wants you to distract away from the shit going on with Trump. What's wrong with that? I can be vastly opposed to Trump, and I can critique him on a variety of different things, and I can be opposed to Maura Healey as well. For all the harm and damage that she's done to this state. Look at all the other states that are jumping way ahead of us when it comes to the tax competitiveness rate, when it comes to all these other different things, when it comes to bringing jobs and investment to places. Just look at the way New Hampshire's doing it under their new governor. Look at the way that they're doing things. Look at the way that look at the way that the states that have lowered the tax burden, while Maura Healey makes the tax rate here worse. Oh, the other states are running away with surpluses and everything else. Well, Maura Healey creates a deficit, a revenue shortfall, and creates chaos and division and causes job and business losses in the state, left, right, and center, because that's what's happening. And that's why Maura Healey wants you to forget about all those things. She wants you to forget about all those things. She wants you to forget about the fact that we've lost over 5,350 businesses. That's it. She wants you to forget about that and why we've lost almost 20,000 jobs. Why our tax climate is nearly dead last, and why the cost of doing business in the state is almost dead last in the nation. We're 47th, and not only that, the foreclosure rate, we're the fourth highest foreclosure rate since Maura Healey's taken office. Every single thing in Massachusetts is worse off in every single way. Maura Healey has done nothing good for the state except destroy this state economically and undermine our good name of being a once moderate blue state. Maura Healey has absolutely tanked us and crushed us with bad policies, left, right, and center. A tax on this, copay fees, and this and that, left, right, and center. Makes Massachusetts less competitive with our other neighbors in the region and with other states around the rest of the country. The states without the income tax and so on and so forth. States with lower income taxes and whatnot. States with lower income taxes like Indiana, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. States without the income tax like New Hampshire, Nevada, and Tennessee, and Florida. Those are the states that you should be competing with, and we should be doing that. But no, instead, Maura Healey just makes it worse with record high local taxes and a tax on candy and cable boxes. People are just going to cut they're just going to cut the cable, and they're just going to avoid this fucking tax because people aren't going to stand for it. They're not going to pay for it. Or they're not going to do that. They're just going to move out with all the other people because, after all, under Maura Healey, we've had the biggest mass exodus of taxpayers fleeing Massachusetts of any state in the New England region, one of the worst in the nation under Maura Healey. We've had over 110,000 people that have left since she's taken office, taking with them billions of dollars a year out of our economy. So makes it worse. So instead of focusing on that, instead of lowering the tax burden and trying to do something that will make our state better, and it'll make our state better, like that'll lower lower the tax rate and lower child care costs and everything else, lowering healthcare costs and everything, and doing something for better for job growth and helping more jobs and investment here. What does Maura Healey do? She just makes it more. She makes it less friendly for jobs and investment to be here. That's what she's doing, and that's what she's done. Because most states in the country are doing pretty well. Actually, like especially our neighbor to the north, New Hampshire, they're doing very well. We're not. Look at where we are. Virginia, Virginia, where our homie Turles is from. Virginia's doing pretty well under Glenn Youngkin. Virginia's doing pretty well. All the states without the income tax seem to be doing pretty well for themselves, booming with their economy. I don't think so. Massachusetts, unfortunately, was doing well until this clown showed up, and now we're not. Now our tax climate is 41st out of 50 states. So instead of focusing on that, instead of lowering the tax burden, Maura Healey just doubles down on her record of failure and wants you to distract against it. And not only that, her approval rating, is 33%. But look at even other polls show Maura Healey's approval rating is absolutely tumbling. Even ones that show that she has like a majority approval rating, which is absolute bullshit. Maura Healey does not have a fucking majority approval rating, because I can look at the sentiments everywhere I go. And look, I've gotten into it with Maura Healey fucking moron supporters on social media and other places. Oh, trust me, I have. And I said, okay, have fun paying higher taxes on your prescription medication. Have fun. I hope your family enjoys that, you fucking idiot. You get what you vote for. If you voted for Maura Healey, I don't feel fucking sorry for you at all. For the people who didn't, like me, we need to work together and get this shit done. But we need to wake people up. There are people that are waking up to this bullshit. Just get a load of this. Even the ones that show Maura Healey with a good approval rating, which is bullshit. Maura Healey does not have this, and this is only 700 people. I mean, come on now, get the fuck out of here. Maura Healey's approval rating is not anything close to 52%. It's more like fucking 33%. Because that's what it is. Go back and watch some of my other videos. Look at the quote. Governor Healey has a net positive approval rating, but only barely, and her approval has slipped noticeably from previous polls. Her poll numbers have fallen fast among those with lower incomes and less education. The poll provides a clue as to reason for her declining popularity. It's likely Massachusetts residents, and particularly less affluent residents, are judging Healey in significant part based on economic conditions. Yeah, the shit economic conditions that Maura Healey has created for our state with her terrible policies left, right, and center, and her distractions away from her record of failure. That's what it is. So even the ones that are trying to say that she has a good approval rating and whatnot shows that her approval rating is significantly lower than it was in other places. So what does that tell you? That tells you that Maura Healey is in no way, shape, or form popular in this state. It just goes to show right then and there. It just goes to show, maybe outside of like the fucking big blue cities like Boston and Worcester, I'm sure. But if you look at like the rural towns in Central Mass and in the Metro West and here on the North Shore and so forth, Maura Healey's approval rating is in the fucking shitter, because everybody sees her for what she is. She's trying to use the thing with Trump and Zelensky to distract away from what she's really doing. So she can do this to try to distract away from what's really going on, because she doesn't want to. But guess what? The majority of people in Massachusetts are fed up with your bullshit, are fed up with your shitty policies. They're looking for real action. Not your distraction, not your failed policies, not your record of failure, not you undermining our state to the face of other states. No. Maura Healey is the embarrassment here. Oh, trust me, Trump has done lots of it. Bro, it's not even one politician that has embarrassed the country. I'm embarrassed by the entire U.S. government as an American. I'm particularly embarrassed by Maura Healey here in Massachusetts. Maura Healey makes me embarrassed to be from Massachusetts. And you got to love the assholes that say, oh, go live in a fucking red state. Oh, go live in there. It's like, okay, well, why don't you go live in a state why don't you go live in some state that taxes even worse, and you can go have fun with that? How's that sound? How about them apples? See, I can play the best of the dozens with fucking people. I'm telling you, I can. But Nothing about this. Nothing about this is good. Nothing. And look, I'm going to fucking come out here and say, I don't give a fuck what my governor says. I will never get behind any of this bullshit. The tax on candy, the tax on localities. I'm not going to get behind it because all it's doing is just crushing our state. How am I supposed to get behind this? I'm not going to get behind this. You increasing spending, you're out of control spending. You're out of control spending habits, and then you have to go the revenue and everything. No, Massachusetts has a perfectly decent economy and able to have enough revenue. There's not a revenue problem in Massachusetts with the government. There's a spending problem with the one-party Democrat rule that is untransparent. That's also blocking a fucking audit. That's also the other thing. There. That is disregarding the will of the voters. Diana DeZoglio is a hero. She's a hero 100%. The state auditor here in Massachusetts, Diana DeZoglio, she is an absolute hero for what she's doing, standing up to these corrupt pieces of trash, and I commend her for that. That's another thing Maura Healey wants you to distract from. I don't care what she fucking says. You think I care? You think I'm going to listen to her? You think I'm going to listen to her on any advice? I'm going to take advice from Maura Healey. I'm going to take advice from Maura Healey. I'm going to take advice from her that has wasted $1 billion on shitty policies in the state. I'm supposed to sit here and listen to a shitty governor that has taxed people to death and has wasted our money. I'm supposed to sit here, and has fucking shit-wrecked our economy. And shit-wrecked our way of life here in this state. I'm supposed to sit here and defend her. I'm supposed to sit here and listen to her be all fucking holier than thou on fucking Trump and Zelensky. Get the fuck out of here. I don't, because I'm not a fucking idiot. I see Maura Healey for what she is. For the fucking failure that she is. I see her for what she is. I preside to you, the worst governor in the history of Massachusetts. Maura Healey has spent the last 2 years losing jobs and losing businesses, wasting the taxpayer money. I've seen her preside over some of the biggest local tax hikes in history. I've seen her preside over a deterioration in our tax climate, in our business record, and in the way of keeping jobs and investment here. And I've seen all of it. I've seen every single bit of it. So I'm not going to sit here and take this seriously. It's a fucking joke. I'm not going to sit here. And in fact, Maura Healey saying it really should mean something. Because Maura Healey did nothing to deserve a promotion. If she's over here saying this, if she is over here trying to say something, then chances are it's the fucking opposite. Because it is. Because Maura Healey wants to chase dollars that don't exist. There's a reason she wants a sales tax on candy and fucking cable boxes. Because she's got to figure out a way to pay for her own deficit that she fucking caused with her terrible policies. She wants to bail herself out rather than cutting spending and rather than reducing the people's taxes. So that way we can have more money for programs in the state and social services and whatnot with the surplus. What happened to the surplus that Charlie Baker gave you? Oh, that's right. You undermined it and you spent like ridiculous. And you increased spending by 10% in the past, in your third consecutive year. That's what you've done. So I'm not going to sit there and listen to Maura Healey be all fucking holier than thou about Trump. I can be sharply critical of Trump in all sorts of other areas, but also give him credit on this. Him bitch slapping Zelensky was one of the best things I've ever seen. Fuck you. I don't care what you think of it. You don't like it? Fuck you. I don't care. You don't like it? You want to bitch and moan? Oh, you want me to fucking shill for the Democrats and shill for Ukraine? This isn't the channel for you. And this isn't even a show for fucking Trump. This is just to give it. I'm critical of Trump on a variety of different areas. Oh, you go down the list. Oh, I can. But I can be just as critical of Maura Healey. That's the thing. Because I'm not partisan to politics. Because I'm not fucking partisan. I can look at both sides of the occasion and say that both parties have fucking failed us. But in this state, when it comes to this and the one-party Democrat rule, Maura Healey has failed. And that's what she's done. And that's why she wants you to remember. She wants you to think about this more than undermining the middle class in this state. That's what she wants you to remember. Because the people in this state are fed up with Maura Healey's failed policies and her slogans and her scandals and her empty words and broken promises. They want real action. And that's what we want. And we want balance. And that's why we're looking to go in a different direction. And people are not responding well to the shit that Maura Healey's doing. And I showed you the polls. I showed you the receipts. The vast majority of people are against Maura Healey's tax hikes, including the local tax hikes, including the record local tax hikes. Because people are not responding well to it. And that's why they're looking to go in a different direction. Because I want Massachusetts to be a better place. And if I didn't love this state, I would just want Maura Healey to be governor and fucking bankrupt this state. Because that's not what I want. I don't want that. We don't need any more of that. We don't need more tax and spend. We don't need more of that. We don't need that. We need real tax cuts. We need real tax reform. We need real spending reductions to meet a deficit reduction. And then when we can eliminate that deficit, then we can have a surplus and more money for better healthcare and social services and everything else. And then more money for investment. Investing is the thing, not spending. It's investing. That's the difference. Maura Healey, I see you for what you fucking are. And you know what's funny? Because I refer to Kelly Ayotte as Kelly. That's the funny thing. It's like I refer to her as her first name, but yet I refer to Maura Healey as Maura Healey. It's like I refer to Kelly Ayotte, Governor Ayotte, as it's like her first name. It's like I know her or something. It's just funny. It's just because I have more respect for her because she's actually saying no new taxes, and she's actually balancing her books in her first budget as no new taxes whatsoever. And she's reducing waste, fraud, and abuse and all that other stuff. And meanwhile, keeping New Hampshire on a very good path. Keeping it on the very good path that Governor Sununu had in New Hampshire for 8 years. What's Maura Healey doing? The complete fucking opposite. Maura Healey's doing the complete fucking opposite. Wanting to distract. In fact, I haven't even seen Kelly say anything about this. Why is that? Because her priorities are on New Hampshire. I'll tell you right now, we don't have the same support here. Let's say hypothetically, if I ever met Kelly, I would shake her hand and say, like I met her at some convention, because trust me, I spent a lot of time in New Hampshire. I can't wait to go up there again, go to Weeks Woods and go to the other forested areas and shop there and do some other fun things. Trust me, don't worry, Granite Staters. I don't bring Democrat shit policies there from this state. Trust me, because I may be left wing, but I don't vote Democrat, so you don't have to worry. I'm not going to mass up New Hampshire. I don't even want massing up Massachusetts. I want to demassify. I want to demorify Massachusetts. That's the thing, my Granite State friends. I'll tell you that right now. It's the complete fucking opposite. That's the thing. And if I ever met her, I'd say, hey, you know what? If I met her at some convention, I was up in New Hampshire or something, I'd say, hey, guess what? We don't have the same here in Massachusetts. We don't have the same support like you're giving your citizens. It's kind of funny how that works, huh? That's kind of funny, huh? Yeah, it kind of is. Because you look at that and you see that. Because Kelly's focus is on New Hampshire. Maura Healey's not focused on Massachusetts. Notice how she rarely spent any time in the state last year. She was like going around the rest of the country campaigning for other Democrat governors and fucking Kamala Harris and whatnot. Gee, I wonder why that is. Oh, meanwhile, she was pissing off other governors. She pissed off Chris Sununu over the border toll and whatnot, and then pissed him off when trying to stick her nose and trying to say New Hampshire shouldn't become Florida when it comes to abortion, even though New Hampshire has like literally the identical abortion protections that Massachusetts has. Like no one is going to roll that, and no one is ever going to do that. But yet she went and did this and that, and see, that's the problem. The priority should be on the citizens. Maura Healey does not give a fuck about people in the state. She doesn't care. Her priorities are not with the people of the state. Because if it was, she wouldn't be raising record fucking high local taxes. She wouldn't be wanting more taxes on candy and prescription medication. Who does that? I'll tell you who does that. A failed politician. That's who does that. Because guess what? The priorities are not there. Her priorities are not with the people of Massachusetts. Her priorities are with everything else but Massachusetts. Everywhere else beyond our borders. That's what it is. Her priorities are with that. Her priorities are not that. Her priorities are not working with other governors. Her priority is not getting along with that. You should be picking up the phone. You should be sticking with this. You should be cutting our taxes. You should be doing that. You should be doing more stuff. You should be investing more in healthcare. You should be investing more in childcare. You should be doing all that. You should be cutting local taxes. You should be helping people with their heating bills. You should be helping people with their energy bills. Oh, yeah, Maura Healey's shitty energy policies. Need I go on with all her terrible policies? No, I don't think I have to because it's pretty self-explanatory. Because Maura Healey's focus is not on Massachusetts. It's on Ukraine. It's on the White House. It's on all these. It's on Donald Trump. It's on all the other Democrats. It's on all this other stupid shit. That's what it is. But guess what? That's okay, because I'm going to be a part of the swaths of people that are going to come out and vote against Maura Healey. I am proud to say that me as a lefty independent, I'm voting against Maura Healey, no matter who her opponent is. I'm voting for them against her, and that's what I'm going to do. Every time Maura Healey tries to act like Superwoman, we always see is Batwoman. That's the joke. That's the thing. That's the thing of the day. It's a joke. Oh, well, Maura Healey's the joke. Well, yeah, she's the joke. She's always been a joke, and she always will be. Get rid of her next year. We're gonna get rid of her. One can only fucking hope. As long as the mass GOP puts someone up that's actually halfway decent. They got to put someone up that's halfway decent. That's not too pro-MAGA. That isn't some neocon or something. We got to put someone up. That's a fiscally responsible person. We got to do that. That's what we have to strive for. And we're looking for balance. And that's what I'm looking for. And that's what I'm looking for. And that's what I'm looking for. And that's what people all around the state are looking for. Whether in the Metro West, Central Mass, Western Mass, and even in fucking Northern Mass, Southern Mass on the shore, it doesn't matter. We're looking for balance. And that's what we need. What we need is the opposite of Maura Healey. No matter what she tries to distract us with, we see her for what she is. A joke, and not the good kind. Anyway, that's pretty much what I have to say on this topic. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this segment. Boy, what an episode. Boy, yeah, lots to uncover in this episode. Anyway, I know this is like the first episode I've recorded from my apartment because I do have to go into work at 4 today because, I'm working 4 to 12 Thursday through Sunday. So I've just been busy and just haven't had time to record here except for my streams and whatnot. So I'll continue to record and more stuff on the works coming up soon. Have yourselves a good one, everybody. I'll be back. I probably will be back on Monday at this point since I recorded this video. So I'll be back on Monday with my next stream. Look out for it. It's going to be a big one because we're going to be uncovering lots of things. And I know Saber Raccoon's going to be going nuclear in the next stream too. So look out for that. See you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend, everybody. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, with more videos coming up soon. Stay safe, stay well, stay classy, and keep fighting and keep on rocking. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and take care of yourself and all of each other. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time, everybody, have yourselves a good one. And I hope in 2026, this state can make informed choices. Because we need something. Whatever the fucking opposite of Maura Healey is, it's better than what we got now. Anyways, see y'all next time, everybody. Signing off for now. Have a good one. So long.